Well, this screen is pretty cluttered now. You can't even see the cat. Earlier this year I reviewed Travis Strikes Again No More Heroes and gave it a pretty glowing review. It's a simple but effective game, and I could really feel the passion its developers had for it. It served as a big piece of meta-narrative for its director, SUDA51, and I went in depth on that in my previous video, so go watch that if you want to know the full story. But in that video I made the bold claim that the game, at launch, was unfinished, due to literally missing a level and leaving several plot threads open. And now that the DLC is finally upon us, does it wrap up the game? Well, yes and no. The first DLC, Black Dandelion, contains a standalone story detailing the life of Badman and everything building up to him going to kill Travis at the beginning of the game. It's really intriguing. It deals a lot with symbolism and various mysterious phenomena, and it also reveals some details we previously didn't know about the world of No More Heroes. I was absolutely enthralled with the storyline, so I really don't want to go into detail about it. It was thoroughly gripping, and actually lasted for a good-sized chunk of time, so I would recommend experiencing it for yourself. The other part of the package is the ability to play as Shinobu, complete with 2 unique abilities, a unique set of movement skills, a unique string of heavy moves, and unique dialogue interactions for every level. Sorta. Some of the banter is left untouched, and characters sometimes respond to her as if she said the same things that Travis did. The game pokes fun at this, but it still feels rather lazy, especially when some of the dialogue was rewritten. Still though, the character herself is fun. Her voice lines are fun, and the game is improved by her being there. I touched upon this last time, but you can swap characters in the middle of levels, with them having their own health and skills, and it serves as a way of extending your current life. Shinobu bumps that buffer up to 3, which is a real boon for higher difficulties. The second DLC, Bubblegum Fatale, includes the final piece of missing content, the final Death Ball, the finished Killer Marathon level. But in order to get to it, you have to go through one final new section of Travis Strikes Back, and this one is interesting. I was tight-lipped about Badman's story, but I'll spill the beans about this one because of this. Essentially, the story found here is almost 100% build-up. Build-up for what? Do you even need to ask? So it starts off with Travis and co. getting ambushed by a group of mercenaries being led by his brother, Henry. Henry seems to be acting off, referring to himself in the third person, so he's probably brainwashed. He leaves Travis and Shinobu with 2 henchmen named Kess and Rumors, and Travis moves the fight elsewhere so his trailer doesn't get trashed. Just before the duos fight, another pair enters the scene. 2 foul-mouthed aliens, the West Milky Way Hardcore Hole Brothers, Mr. Black Hole and Mr. Wormhole. Yeah, you heard me right. There are aliens in No More Heroes now. Hell yeah. Just as the 6 are about to throw down, they get interrupted again by another new challenger. It's Dead Dry, the combined form of Death and Drive. The 2 characters from the beginning of every Death Drive game. I neglected to mention them last time. My bad. They've come for revenge on Travis, but before any fighting can happen, again, it gets interrupted by another new challenger. This new guy is called Notorious. He's the world champion on the hunt for villains. Okay. And right here is where Shinobu basically confirms that all these new bad guys are being set up for No More Heroes 3. Through the usual method of delivery, fourth wall break. The new players flee the scene, leaving Travis to fight a mutated Dead Dry. They decide to face off in a video game, and not just any game, Fire Pro. Travis and Dead Dry have their final showdown, where it all began. The series that started SUDA's career. Travis wins. And there's this line. This line. Travis says, "I've been playing Fire Pro for 25 years. 25 years ago, in real life, SUDA worked on his very first video game, Super Fire Pro Wrestling 3. Goddamn, does the lore run deep. Dandelion returns to the Death Drive and guides Travis to the final Death Ball in the Garden of Madness, which he heard about from a VTuber. It's a YouTuber, but they don't want to say it's a YouTuber because that would require licensing YouTube, and that would probably be more money than this game has in its entire budget. The VTuber is Travis's stepdaughter, Jean. So Travis returns home and has a wholesome reunion with his family. Apparently he has a son now, in addition to his wife and stepdaughter. They have a heart-to-heart. Travis reveals his insecurities, and Travis says that he'll come to see Jean again in a month. So, he goes for the final Death Ball. It's in the possession of Death Metal Jr., son of the first boss of the first No More Heroes. In ending his life, Travis returns to the world of killing. But he ventures back to his trailer one last time to tie up loose ends. The final ball, the final level, the wish Badman so desperately desires, the return of his daughter, can be achieved if they clear this final ball. Killer Marathon only has 2 difficulty levels, very easy and the highest difficulty, making it technically the hardest level in the game. But it's not really a test of skill, at least traditionally. It's more of an endurance test, an actual marathon, where you have to beat the clock by avoiding as many obstacles as possible and running to the finish. In that sense, it's the most different level in the entire game, and it can be a tad obtuse at times, though I'll blame that on my lack of skill. There's a section partway through where you have to walk by tilting the control stick slightly to conserve oxygen while roaming in space, and I didn't even know this game had a walk until now. The level culminates with a new boss, Silverface, who you fight on a giant pinball machine. It's not as bombastic as previous fights, and feels a little haphazardly put together, but the music more than makes up for it. So, with the final ball completed, Bad Dog is restored to Bad Girl, and now the stage is completely set for No More Heroes 3, which will be announced at E3, given the fact that SUDA seems to be teasing it by posting a picture of an alien, and now the goddamn logo of No More Heroes 3. Trust me, I've been analyzing SUDA's meta-narrative for a while. That timeline given by Travis makes me believe that we'll be getting news at E3. SUDA's the kind of guy who would do that. He literally teased the very same game several times during Travis Strikes Again, and he's done it even more during the DLC. Oh, and clearing Killer Marathon gives you access to Bad Girl as a playable character, who, just like the others, is a lot of fun. All of the caveats that came with Shinobu come with her too, but I find her incredibly fun to play due to her personality. Bad Girl is absolutely bonkers, and all of her voice lines consist of her saying fucked up shit with an audible smile on her face, and that's really funny to me. Also, some of her dialogue and how it contrasts with Travis's made me lose my goddamn mind. So, would I recommend? Yes. Yes. Please, I swear to God, buy this DLC. Buy Travis Strikes Again. It's good. It's more important than you think. This isn't a side story. It's not even a spin-off. It just plays differently. This game feels more like a No More Heroes 2 than the actual No More Heroes 2 did. It's got the spunk, it's got the writing, it's got the pizzazz. Mainstream critics don't like this game because they only care about production value and they hate fun. Do you hate fun? Well, if you don't, buy this game. It's really good. Seriously, Travis Strikes Again is one of my favorite games in a long time, and it's well worth your time and money, unless you hate fun. The DLC only adds more content on top of that. Seriously, just buy this game. Travis Strikes Again sets up so much stuff for No More Heroes 3 that you're going to be kicking yourself for not playing it. Unless you watched both of my videos, in which case you're pretty much up to date. But please, play Travis Strikes Again. It's great. Buy the DLC. The poor man SUDA even pokes fun at the fact that people won't be buying the DLC. Please help him. Support this madman. So please, buy the game and the DLC. If you buy the game physical for Switch, it comes with the Season Pass. You get everything for a discount. It's also coming to PS4 and Steam now, too. So buy it on your platform of choice. Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes, and its DLC comes highly recommended from me. I hope you all enjoy the No More Heroes 3 announcement in a few days, unless it doesn't happen, in which case I apologize. Sorry. Thank you for watching. Please like this video, leave me a comment, share this video with your friends, subscribe to our channel, ring the notification bell to get updates on when we release new videos. Our new videos have been doing pretty poorly, which makes me think YouTube is broken. Please, I need your help. My children are starving. You can help me feed my children by supporting us on Patreon. And speaking of which, special thank you to our super patron, the Duke of Dorks. Link to his channel is in the description below. I hope you all join me on the next video. Bye.